Hello everyone. Today, I'm going to show you how to turn some scrap metal pieces into an incredibly useful workshop tool. I'm starting with a piece of flat steel bar. I carefully measure and cut it into 3 equal sections. These pieces will form the main arms and the central linkage of our adjustable clamp. I use an angle grinder to make precise cuts, ensuring all the parts are exactly the same size for a perfect fit later on. Next, I stack the 3 metal plates and add a quick tack weld to hold them together temporarily. I'm doing this because I need to drill a hole through all 3 pieces simultaneously. Welding them ensures they stay perfectly aligned, which is crucial for creating a smooth and accurate pivot point for our tool. Now, I take the stack plates over to the drill press. I'm drilling a hole right on the mark I made earlier. This hole will house the bolt that connects the arms, allowing them to swing freely. A clean, straight hole is essential here, so the arms don't bind when adjusting the angle. After breaking the temporary welds and separating the pieces, I use a bolt, a couple of washers, and a wing nut. The wing nut is perfect here because it allows me to quickly loosen, adjust the angle, and tighten the arm securely by hand without needing any extra wrenches. Next, I will position the levers at a perfect 90-degree angle using a square ruler, and use the ruler to mark 2 straight lines for cutting. I'm securing the assembly in a vise and using an angle grinder to cut along the marked lines. Leave a comment and let me know which country you are watching from. It's great that we can connect and chat from all over the world. I have a V-shaped metal bar that I'll use to securely weld the tool I just made to it. Then, I run a solid weld bead along the edges. I use a chipping hammer and wire brush to clean off the slag. This creates a rock-solid, permanent 90-degree inner bracket. After welding securely, I will use a ruler and pen to mark the 2 cutting lines on the V-shaped metal bar. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any interesting ideas coming soon. I will use an angle grinder to cut along the two marked lines to create two pieces of metal at one end. These two pieces will form the outer rails that guide the movement of our clamping mechanism. I'm doing a quick test by making adjustments to ensure the angles match. Next, I'm preparing the bracket for the homemade tool. I'm marking two cutting lines and two drilling holes for the bracket. I drill a couple holes into a piece of square tubing, then cut it down to create two small mounting brackets. These small brackets are essential because they will hold the threaded clamping screws we'll add soon. I position these small square brackets onto the back of the angle iron rails and weld them firmly into place. These provide a strong, thick anchor point for the threaded rods to push against when we are clamping heavy metal. I thread a nut onto a bolt, slip it to the bracket hole, and then weld the nut directly to the bracket. This essentially creates a built-in heavy-duty screw clamp. It's a simple, cost-effective way to apply massive clamping pressure. To complete the clamp assembly, I weld small gaskets of angle iron to the ends of the bolts. These act as the clamping jaws, distributing the pressure evenly against whatever material we need to hold in the jig. After a quick cleanup with a wire brush, our custom tool is built. I'm temporarily clamping the square tubes into the tool to help align the screw clamp assemblies perfectly with the 90-degree holder inside. Once everything is perfectly squared up, I weld the moving clamp tracks securely to the main bracket. Look at that. It pulls them together tightly and holds them at a flawless 90-degree angle. I can check it with a square, and it's absolutely perfect. I'll align it to secure the two metal bars in a straight line. I'm inserting the two metal tubes into the tool and tightening the bolts. I'm using a ruler to check the angle of the two metal tubes. I can now easily tack weld these tubes together without them moving a single millimeter. This homemade jig proves that with some basic scrap metal and a little creativity, you can build incredibly useful tools. If you enjoyed this project, please give this video a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe for more fantastic DIY ideas. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.